Okay, so a lot of people didn't understand how to get a chickpea with these ideal passives, or any passive in general, that such as like Legend, right? The unbreedable passives onto a chickpea. They can be breeded onto any other pal, but not chickpeas. And the reason why, look at this. You go here, the only options you have to get a chickpea is breeding chickpea with itself or Illuminati slime. Where do you see a Yormantide that has Lord of the Sea? Where do you see a Ice Emperor from Frostalion? Where do you see Celestial Emperor from Palladius? Lord of the Underworld from Necromius? Eternal Flame from Ryu? Siren of the Void from Bella Noir? Invader from Xenoloord Ultra? You don't see it there. Okay? But look here. I will prove to you that you can get it. Let me get my chickpeas. And we have Invader. Boom! Invader Vamp. You see this? Invader from Xenoloord Ultra. You can get this, and the way you do this is through the glitch. Harmless, safe, legal glitch. It's a bug. Easy to do. All you do is breed. Okay? So you find the pal that has those specific passives that you want to breed onto a chickpea, and breed it with any other pal. So what that means is you need to have at least the Eye of Tchulu in there, plus a pal that has those passives. Okay? So you see here I have Pen King with Lunker, Lord of the Sea, VS. And I have a VS at the Tchulu. They're breeding together, and they will give me a chickpea that has this. Double LVS Rail. Okay? It's the same exact thing when it comes to breeding. It's just that you need to breed it with the Eye of Tchulu. Now here's the big thing. You must breed it with the Eye of Tchulu that you capture from the Terraria dungeon. Now this is actually very easy and fast to do. I'm gonna do a quick run right now for you guys. I'm gonna see you guys at the dungeon. We're gonna go inside, okay? Now I wanna say before we go in, if you want to shoot for a pal, like the passives on the Eye of Tchulu to at least have Vamp or Serenity, bring a Yakima with Vamp or Serenity. If not, then just use the Pal Surgery and get Serenity on it at the bare minimum, because the majority of combat pals will have Serenity. Okay, once you're inside, you're going to do the glitch. I have a tutorial on my YouTube channel, but for those of you who are too lazy to check it out, we're going to do it right now. Very quick. Go into the corner. Right here on the left, hug it, go up into the, and then go this way. You are looking to come into this little crevice. You're going to be able to sneak through it. I was able to do it with a Jerrigan, Vanwim, Hell Zephyr. Okay, and if it doesn't work the first time, just fly back down and reset. And eventually, you're going to be able to fit through it. Right here, see? You just got to brute force it and go fly down underneath everything. Not too far, because you can actually go through the map. Like, actually out of the map. You see that bright light right there? You're going to go to that, and you're going to go right to this flat area. Okay? And then you're going to go directly upwards. Vertical. Stop here, look at the hole. Right here by the base of the stairs, you're going to go up. So that you touch the ceiling. Come down, grapple to the mid section. You can grapple into that as well. Get a good rollout out. Nice. A few missile launchers does the job. Make sure you have your Ring of Mercy. Yakumo out. And just capture them. Now you have completed the dungeon. All done. Now you hop right out. So we have a demon god and sadist. That can be a demon god Serenity, another demon god. It can be demon god Serenity. Everything that's not ideal, you kind of just remove with the Pal Surgery or replace with the Pal Surgery table, and I'll meet you guys back at the base. Now that we are back at the base, we're going to do the same exact thing that I just did previously with the Eye of Tchulu right here. We're going to look at the passes that we have obtained. So I'm going to assume it's this one, Nimble, this one, and here. And here. Okay, so it's these three right here, these three. So I would say Demon God and replace Sadist with Serenity, and any pal that shares in Demon God and Serenity, I would slot in. Okay, now you also want to make sure that you IV it up. So if we look at the IVs, that's pretty awful. I'm gonna need 3 fruits, 3 fruits, and 5 fruits, so it's not that bad. I just don't have any more fruits because I already IV'd all of my Eye of the Tchulus that I plan to be breeding. So once you do that, you just slot it in. I'm gonna use this as a scenario because I'm not gonna bother with these since I should have a demon god one somewhere. Yeah, here's my demon god one. So let's say that I did this, and this is my demon god Serenity. I slot it in with like a VDDS pal. VDDS. Let me see if I can find one. So actually, in this specific scenario, I do not have a VDDS pal, but I have a VDS pal. So I can actually have either Musclehead or Burly Body or Impatient on here, right? As a fourth passive, right? And then what you do is you just slot it in. Oh, here it is, VDDS. This is DDS pal right here, and I just breed it with a vamp pal, any vamp pal like this one, right? And then you get your hands on a VDDS pal or whatever passive it is. Doesn't really matter what passive it is because what you're going for is a CHIKPI with the passives. Look at this, CHIKPI with the passives. CHIKPI with the passives. The ability, if you can breed the ability, that's a major plus. Because it takes a lot of work to get this ability on here. This is a breedable ability, non-fruitable. Azurmane owns this ability, just like how... Walaska and Neptilius owns Geyser Gush. Just like how Jetragon owns Meteorrain. Okay, are we gonna go again? Just like how... Let me see if I can find another one. Look here. Frostallion owns Double Blizzard Spike. Are we gonna go again? I don't know if we are anymore. Oh, I guess we are. Just like how Ribunny Botan, I think it's Bralaha? Braloha. And Palumba, or whatever that pal is, the one that looks like an egg coconut thing, has Wind Edge along with Bunny Botan, and Warsack Terra has Wind Edge, right? I will say there are some notable newer ones, well, not really newer ones, but just ones that not many people care about, and it's called Poison Shower. Oh, here's my thing. Looking everywhere for it. Hang on. Here's one of them. Poison Fog is not a skill fruit. This is a Cinnamoth exclusive ability that's learned from Cinnamoth, so it's not really exclusive, it's a unique one where it's breedable. A lot of Fabric Dark Pals own this, and several of the ones from Palpagus owns it as well. Okay, I finally found it. Poison Shower is one of them as well that's breedable. This is an ability from the Fabric Pals as well. We're talking pretty Noct, Runelia. Several other ones have Poison Shower. So yeah, that's the beauty of the CHIKPI, the glitch. The reason why you want to do this is because several pals out there in the world, the easiest pal to breed another pal with to get that ideal like pal that you're looking for involves a CHIKPI, okay? And breeding into a CHIKPI is non-existent. Okay, without the glitch you can't do it. These slimes are color wheel based, okay? I at least to my knowledge. Red, I don't think that makes it red though, but I'm no art student, you know, so and these are illuminant slimes, so they're not really color based. What makes purple? Purple, green and blue, right? Or sorry, red and blue, yeah. I'm pretty sure these two make brown, but whatever. You get the idea. So that's just pretty much it for the video. You just want to have these building blocks at your disposal for future pals. Okay, CHIKPI plus another pal will net you another pal, and you wanna get like these pals. Now look, for the guy who said that cakes are rare, when you're endgame you have thousands of cake. This is just a fraction of how much cakes I have. This is 9,000, right? I just put it in there, I'm like, I'm gonna eat this whenever I want, right? Cakes are used for breeding purposes. Look at my breeding base. I have this base and I have this base, and look, I believe this base, my other breeding base, my breeding base where I'm trying to get a lot of good looking combat pals, this one has several, or if not a couple, of the Eye of Tchulu. So I have one right here. Lunker, same thing. Lunker, blah blah blah. I'm getting CHIKPIs right there. This one's getting Lunker Legend VS. So this is a VLS Lunker build where I'm going Legend. You know, those who like Legend. This one's going another one, Lunker VS. This one's going VLS Demon Gusher. So VLS Demon Gusher, and it's gonna give me a CHIKPI. So if I can find it, I can show you guys. So if you want to look at my breeding base, you can. I'll kind of go kind of fast here. Should be up here somewhere. Here it is. So this is a Gusher build on the CHIKPI. I showed it earlier, but I just want to give you proof for the sake of it. Okay, and I'm gonna timestamp this as proof. Okay, whatever. Incoming lag. All these eggs are trying to render. Okay, watch this. We're looking at VLS Demon Gusher. Boom. I called it. There it is. Look at this. VLS Demon, no Gusher. So that's a big no-no. Demon, no Gusher. Demon V, no Gusher. Vamp, no Gusher. No Gusher. So this is the most ideal one. You see? So this is a placeholder for future pals. Which means that if I want to go a CHIKPI army, I just put this with a Naked Pal, or put this with a Vamp Serenity Pal, or put this with a Legend Pal, or put this with a Serenity Pal, or put this with a Legend Serenity Pal, or put this with a Demon Pal. You know, 16 combos for any other future pal to get, or any other future CHIKPI to get another copy of this guy. Okay, obviously I'm gonna enhance the defense by a few fruits. So I would just call this, well, since I don't already have a, I think I have a placeholder, but I just want to be double sure. I go Geyser, VLSD.F. So now I know it's gonna be there. So there it is. This is pretty much all it is for the video. And how to breed to get the CHIKPIs. You just breed the Captured Eye of Tchulu plus a pal that has these passives. It's your job to get these passives, okay? It's just breeding, and then once you get the ability on there, you're good to go, okay? Big, fat, good to go, okay? IVs, obviously, you want your babies to be as beautiful as they can be, so, you know, get the mommy and daddy to have perfect IVs. And then you're good to go. And this is just one batch, so I got one ideal one. Let me see if I can get another one. So this one is almost as good. The defense one also failed, but this one's a male, so I go breed Geyser VLSD.M. So now I have both placeholders for the male variant and the female variant of the CHIKPI for the Geyser ability with the ideal passives of VLS Demon. That means that any future pal that I come across that has VLS Demon or VLD for Serenity to add on with the pal surgery table, it'll be fine. So look at this. This is an army variant because I can go VL, add the Serenity plum from the pal surgery table, Demon, Geyser Gush. Okay, Army Gush for my Gusher army. And then I look at all the future placeholders that I can have. This is a VVL that could have been VLS with the ability, but no thank you. LS, no ability. This can be VS, but no ability. This, same thing. This can be VSM at the very least, but no ability, so that's a big no-no. This is the ideal one, so we got 2 of them out of the entire 20 egg batch. So you see what I mean. Now what you do is you just go slot them back in. This is the male. And this is the female army, and that's it. Now you just get rid of the babies, get rid of the scraps. Easy peasy lemon squeezes. That's just about it. It's 1 minute extra long, but I don't know if I needed to make this video longer. So be it. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. My name is Jess. Please like, comment, subscribe. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.